PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. 60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
Packers 60, Packers, Bronco switch.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Wiggles free. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Tucker. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Tucker scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle. It's Tucker. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass out left, finds Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston from 10 yards out. And the Chargers will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive coordinator wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw here. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw complete there. Rodgers will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-3, that's our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers! Tony Pollard from 21 yards away. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. On this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Tucker, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fielded just inside the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive line.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 27 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll run with Tucker. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Here's Herbert. And the hook up to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. It's Tucker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 98 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sean Tucker with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel... And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll run left with Pollard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it here. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Packers. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is brought in by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The ball comes out. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Herbert now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. A dump off for Dixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Dixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go.
Herbert gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Tucker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking to throw. Herbert trucks over it. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On 3rd down, Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Nevis knocks this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Dixon trying up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 9. Herbert off of play action. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chargers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Here's the give to McIntosh. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. In motion right is Johnston. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 76 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, Tucker. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McIntosh. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Tucker with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over at first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason,